And breaking news right now, Glendale police are in pursuit of a suspect.
That's right. It's a pursuit of a stolen car out of Pomona. The suspect was spotted in Glendale. That is how Glendale police got involved. Sky 9 still at a bit of a distance, but you can see the red and blue lights from the police there on the in the carpool lanes as this continues moving on the westbound 101.
That's right. That is near Tarzana right now. They were in the Sherman Oaks area earlier, and as you mentioned, Juan, this came out of we believe the car was stolen in Pomona, spotted in Glendale, ended up now in the San Fernando Valley in the Tarzana area. Well, this says Ventura Boulevard.
We're close to it, right? We're still at a distance from the actual pursuit. Yeah,
Parkway Calabasas. So this is heading westbound.
Right.
On the 101 freeway, and of course that would be continuing, I guess, if they keep going, passing Calabasas to the Westlake Village area, Agora, so we don't know exactly. All right, we just parked Parkway Calabasas, so this is heading past the Westlake Village area and through Agora Hills. If it continues to go that long, Thousand Oaks, and don't know how far it would end up going north on the 101 freeway. Picture is really dark here, Juan. We can't really tell from this distance.
Yeah, it looks like we have a hillside obstructing the view right now. And also, don't pay attention to the 132 miles per hour there on your screen. We're still at such a distance that the chopper is really not picking up the actual speed of the car that the car that is being pursued by Glendale PD. As we put up our map tracker, you can see what we're talking about there. There's the Ventura Freeway, also the 101 heading north or westbound there. But again, pretty dark. It's going to, I guess, take a few minutes, I think, Pat, before we get closer to it, right?
That's right. And if it's passing Parkway Calabasas, it will be coming up. The next exit will be the Las Virgenes exit. So they possibly, I mean, there are a number of possibilities to get off the freeway if they choose to do so. But again, this is reportedly a stolen vehicle. Okay, we have a little closer picture there. Boy, you could see those black and whites moving pretty fast. Certainly not that street we're looking at there, I doubt very seriously. But again, it's you know, the heat of the night, actually, before 10 o'clock, but on the 101 freeway heading westbound, northbound, past the Parkway Calabasas exit, and we suppose they have passed Las Virgenes. So not exactly sure what the game plan will be here. And I believe you have some more information.
Just a little bit, Pat. Other than the CHP right now has taken over this pursuit. So apparently Glendale PD handed it over to the CHP, which is what we're seeing right there. But it was actually Glendale PD that tried to get this driver to pull over. Apparently maybe a check on the license plate on this car came back as a stolen vehicle out of the Pomona area. So stolen out of Pomona, spotted in Glendale, and now heading west or north, depending how you look at it there on the 101 freeway in the valley there. And again, still quite a distance, but we are getting closer to it. So that just gives you an idea, Pat, of just how fast the driver is going.
Yes, that's for sure. And now, okay, Agora Hills, just past Liberty Canyon Road. And we understand that the pursuit vehicle itself has lights on it. So this could be some kind of city-owned government vehicle of some kind that was stolen. We also understood, did you hear about an assault of some kind with a
We're hearing different things from at least from my same source. It appears this car, if you do see those flashing lights on it that our producer can see in the booth, and we can kind of see from here in the studio, apparently this could be an MTA supervisor's vehicle that somebody jumped into and took off. And also that they're possibly working on a tip that this person could be wanted for assault with a deadly weapon. So things becoming a little bit more serious as the minutes progress here at 9 o'clock. And again, just look how quickly this driver is changing lanes there on the 101 freeway. And now we see more of that classic shot that we get from Sky 9 right above the pursuit right now with CHP just behind him.
All right, so CHP has joined this chase, or has actually taken it over. There could be some things happening, of course. If they get further ahead of this vehicle, they could possibly do a spike strip. We don't necessarily like to say what they can do, but by now, people who watch chases do have an idea of some of the things that they have in their arsenal in terms of bringing this pursuit to an end unless this person stops himself or herself. And you know, we know that things here, obviously, if this is a stolen vehicle, if there is an assault with a deadly weapon involved, that certainly makes it a lot more dangerous. More charges, evading police, you know, the charges continue to rack up here. But again, now they are in the Agoura Hills area.
Reyes Adobe Road was the last street that popped up there.
So that is Agoura.
Agoura Hills, not far from Malibu too. Now imagine this, Pat, you're in traffic tonight and you see this car that looks like an official vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed with those flashing lights on. You think this is somebody on the job, and in fact it's not. It's a pursuit suspect wanted by the CHP, wanted by Glendale police for a car that apparently he jumped into, and it turns out to be possibly an MTA supervisor's car. And
and there are a number, again, Cane and Doom Road, when you mentioned Malibu, there are a number of, okay, we are just told that this vehicle says Foothill Transit.
Foothill Transit is
on the bumper. So this is, this is a
the information is starting to come together,
this is
right?
A city vehicle. So someone has stolen a Foothill Transit vehicle, of all things. But if the charge, the initial charge, could be assault with a deadly weapon, I guess you would, anything you could possibly find. But don't know exactly where this vehicle came from. Just that it was taken from the Pomona area. Was it from the lot, or was it, you know,
somebody
the
out to
actual
lunch?
The person who officially drives this vehicle? We don't have that information yet. It's showing Agoura Hills, Malibu on your screen there. And boy, that would not be, they made a turn or made an exit to actually take one of the exits toward PCH. I would think that would be even more dangerous because it's very dark, right? And those roads aren't as wide or as open, so.
Pretty dark. And just, you know, think about this too for a second. When we first heard about it, that we were gonna be covering this, the pursuit was in Tarzana, and now it is covered quite a distance here. Ventura Freeway, the 101 there. We've passed Agoura, we've passed Westlake, Malibu also, and just continues heading west or north.
And I didn't mention the 23, but that's coming up. So they can also have, that's also another possibility in terms of exit they can take and actually getting on another freeway. But if they continue, they're heading into the Thousand Oaks area. Camarillo could be coming up, just giving some possibilities going into Ventura, California. So, but we do know CHP has taken over for Glendale Police, and they are behind this vehicle, keeping up with the vehicle too, Juan. And as we mentioned, sometimes our speeds that we have seen on the tracker aren't always as accurate, but they seem to be.
There we go. That seems a little more
95. Okay, that's still that's pretty fast, wouldn't you say?
And now that the driver has gotten farther away from LA County, Ventura County this time of night, definitely traffic a little lighter. Earlier we saw him moving around, changing lanes, trying to avoid the slower moving traffic. But here, Pat, it just seems like he's right there in the left-hand lane, just hugging that center divider and not making many moves. And as Sky9 opens up their shot there a little more, you can see there's that CHP cruiser just behind it. And luckily there isn't too much traffic at this time. Look, South Ranch Road, just passing that there on the tracker, we could see that.
Yeah, and that's a good, let's say the good part of this, what we're experiencing right now tonight as well is while there is traffic, there's not a lot as there could be. We're passing Moore Park Road now. So a number of possibilities, Juan. They could run out, they could stop on their own. Really going fast, so we won't say pit maneuver, but even to get ahead of this to possibly put down some strips, that's still pretty difficult.
Yeah, earlier this week we did see a pursuit where they were able to successfully drop 3 different sets of spike strips, but it was a little bit of a different pursuit. It was on surface streets. For the most part, a pit maneuver didn't work, but we do have the CHP out there tonight, which was a little different than what we saw earlier this week. CHP has those bumpers that wrap around the front of the that could easily do a pit maneuver. But again, at this
going
high
too
rate of
fast.
speed, if this is right, Pat, look at that, 104, 103. It's quite intense.
That's pretty incredible, and they are passing a number of vehicles. That's for sure. And again, folks have to remind you that this is a stolen vehicle. This was a Foothill Transit vehicle that was stolen by this person that's driving, and we understand there could be other charges involved, including assault with a deadly weapon. So obviously, CHP, law enforcement, wants to bring this to an end, get this person off the road. They are continuing. They just passed Ventura Road in Newbury Park. So we've already ticked off the names of different locales that are coming up and different exits that the person driving could take.
Yeah, people familiar with this area definitely know. We saw Lynn Road, Ventura Road, now North Ventura Park Road. Gives you an idea of where this car and this driver are going. And again, staying in that lane right there, not making a lot of changes. And my guess is you know, traffic is very light at this hour. Here we go, trying to get around that pickup truck there. This is Rancho Conejo Boulevard, exit 47A there. And again, still going at a pretty high rate of speed, and the CHP right behind it. So here's some another opportunity maybe to get off, but nope, still continuing, staying, hugging on that that one lane there by the center divider.
No, I have some information on this on the Foothill Transit Authority. They run buses in 22 different cities, San Gabriel and the Pomona Valleys. So they have made some distance here, especially if this was taken in Pomona and spotted in Glendale and is now approaching. All right, we lost some of our signal there. Oh, we're back. And now approaching Ventura and traveling at high speeds, lights flashing, which is interesting. As you said, it could be very confusing to people that are driving on the freeway as well. Coming up against something like this, looking at the lights from this vehicle, you would possibly think that that's also law enforcement.
That's right. Still here in Newbury Park right now. What you're looking at is a pursuit of a possible MTA supervisor's vehicle. We did see on the bumper and could read it very clearly, Foothill Transit there. What we're still trying to piece together is when exactly did this car get out of the control of the person who's supposed to be somewhat behind the wheel? That's the big question right now, and whether or not it's connected to an assault with a deadly weapon case. So different things that are coming into our newsroom, information that we're getting from our sources out here, giving us a better idea of what's happening. But little by little, as we piece this together, we do see those flashing lights. We do see Foothill Transit on the back bumper there. And again, pursuit, high rate of speed. Apparently, this was a car that was possibly stolen out of Pomona, later spotted somewhere in Glendale. And then once police tried to pull this driver over, that's when the pursuit happened. And we've been over it for about 10 minutes or so. Just think about that. So from Tarzana, when we were just hearing about it, we're now in the Thousand Oaks area.
And we have some of our Twitter followers to actually contact us here, and those speeds look to be pretty accurate. At one point, this vehicle was clocked at going 104 miles per hour. Now that's a move there. It moved from one lane to the next. Oh, he's getting back over in that left lane one. I thought he could possibly maybe be going an exit there. He's in Thousand Oaks, California right now, and he does have a number of exits. If he, and we keep saying he, we assume, let's just say this driver so chooses, they can do several in terms of exiting or actually getting onto another freeway. Now he's in the right lane, but pulling back over in the left, sort of hugging that center lane there.
Yeah, it's not the carpool lane, I don't think. It's just the one just right
next to it.
Yeah, right next to it.
And just passing Santa Rosa Road, Pleasant Valley Road, Santa Rosa Road in Thousand Oaks. And really, I've no idea when this person will pull over or give up. We understand a marine layer could be coming in, which would make things a little bit more difficult.
Interesting.
For the chopper, for sure, in terms of visibility.
And what's interesting, we're not seeing the night sun being used. Maybe that's so it wouldn't distract or mess with the other drivers out there on the freeway. But again, just like Pat's saying right now, is no idea. Sometimes you can kind of just observing the behavior of the driver. You're thinking maybe he's slowing down. He may, head towards an exit and want to get off the freeway, but just seems like he is just staying in that lane there, slowing down just a little. Pat, look at this. I wonder if he's hitting heavier traffic.
Yeah, now we're in Camarillo.
Slowing down. Here could be the possible
CHP,
pit.
right?
And here we go. Oh, what?
Is the car stopping?
He just stopped on the freeway.
We've seen this happen before, Juan. The car will stop and pull off. Sometimes when they know the officers are out of their vehicle. Okay.
Hands out.
Hands out of the vehicle.
What's
Seems
interesting?
like they're trying to talk to officers now.
Wow, that's pretty fast. Turn around.
Looked rather annoyed when he opened that door. Did you notice that?
I sure did.
Just push it open with his hands.
Lifting up his shirt,
Well, he
making sure
seems
he's
to be
not armed.
obeying the officers.
This is good news, obviously, for him and for
And he's
everybody
walking
else. Of course, folks traveling on the 101 freeway there in Ventura County going to be dealing with a little heavy traffic until they get him in custody and all these CHP vehicles out of the way, but it does look like he's complying, so this could be coming to an end.
It's a 10-4.
Right about right now,
They have the cuffs on him. All right, so that was a pretty long chase, though, just in terms of...
distance,
yeah,
right?
Not as long as we've seen, obviously, but to go from the Pomona area all the way to Thousand Oaks. And we don't really know why this person stopped, but they did, right?
Yep.
It looked like the CHP was going to possibly do a pit maneuver there.
Looked like it.
So whatever happened, whatever was on this person's mind, they did stop the vehicle and...
Maybe his own safety, right? If I thought somebody was going to do a pit maneuver, maybe it's a good idea to slow down and stop. Now the CHP checking inside of the MTA supervisor's car and making sure that no one else is in there, making sure that there's no weapon found. And it looks like we're going to see here in just a second whether or not they drive him off and take him to jail.
So you can imagine the drivers, though, behind all of this activity. They have to be stopped for a moment here before they actually take this person away. So it looks like, I can't tell if they've cleared the vehicle or not because we don't see that shot. But
and look, the other officers are getting back in their vehicles, and well, it looks like they've already driven it away. Is that right?
it looks like it. Yep, don't see the vehicle. And the person certainly is in handcuffs in the back of the police car.
They're doing some quick work of it, but it's still, if you know somebody who travels this route, at least for the next 10, 20, 50 minutes or so, let them know what's going on and find another way around, right, Pat?
That's right. I know this route very well, Juan. It is very disconcerting when you get off work late and you're trying to get home and you're stopped because of something like this. All right. Well, we're going to move on to more news.
It's over.
That's right.